Hello, everybody. Es así que se dice.
Yo creo.
Yo sé que se escribe así, everybody.
Ajá, y se dice así.
Cada cuerpo, claro. Ya está decidido, yo no lo dije. Yo lo dije, está dicho.
Puede ser posible.
Thank you for joining us, teachers. And today we have Omar, somebody that you already know. And joining us today, Yulissa Valdez. And the crowd goes loco. You're teaching English. Tell us your background.
My background? Well,
It's yours.
I don't want it. Well, I started teaching when I was 17 years old. Actually, you were there. That was my first job.
I'm doing
the numbers. I'm 27.
So today, I invited you guys to talk about this specific issue. You know that the Minister of Education, he said something related English teachers.
He said, and I wish I could quote him, that English teachers do not speak any English, or they don't know. It's like 10 or 12% of English teachers. ¿Cómo que me calle? Speak English. So, I had good teachers during my high school years, which invalidates what he said about teachers. What were your experiences with English teachers during your school years?
Well,
Speak up. Yes.
oh,
I mean, both of you.
Oh, you start.
no, you go first. Okay.
Ladies first.
Well, during my school years, I can tell I had like one teacher who didn't know the language, but the rest of them were amazing. I can tell you names, actually, of really good teachers I happen to have classes with.
In my case, from the primary school, high school, all those years, like I got just two teachers. They know English like perfectly, and I saw them like they were good. But the other five, well, Spanish was better. To be honest.
To be honest, you know, I remember I was in El Pepe Alvarez. Your late dad, he taught math, obviously the best math teacher ever. I do remember that, I think Jesus Garcia, that's his name, Jesus Garcia or something. He was my mathematics teacher, and he taught me English for 2 straight years to us in El Pepe Alvarez. A math teacher, and then there was somebody else. I think he taught biology or something, and it was the same year after year, verb to be, do and does, and things like that. What did you learn? I mean, I learned with Julian. I always forget Julian's last KY night. But Julian, who was one of the top English teachers that I've ever had, like during my high school years. How about you guys?
I went first last time. It's your turn.
Okay, thank you. In my case, I cannot say that. Well, maybe the numbers, for sure. I learned the numbers, the alphabet, and how to do a presentation about myself and how to describe myself. But you know, maybe just I like Sanchez and I like to play video. Just that, you know, no more, no less. And the verb to be. That's always the same thing that they always repeat year per year.
You know, now that I think of it, I actually never paid attention to that because they make you. No, let me explain myself. They make you think like you are not learning for speaking. You are doing homework, you are learning topics, the same topics he mentioned, just to pass exams. And that's it. I never took English like, oh, I'm going to learn how to speak English.
This is better now. Speak up.
You know what? I remember that I had a class, and they talked a lot of the teacher talked a lot. I still can remember about the future with the will. I learned that at school.
You mentioned that. I kind of remember a teacher, her favorite word was teenager, and that's the only thing I can remember.
Wow.
Yeah, for real. But it was not like at school. It was an institute. Yeah.
That's worse because if you tell me like at a school, no, for real.
Hold on.
Imagine you like just saying like teenager because that was your favorite word, that was the only one that you remember. Like,
Ahora sí. No more worries regarding if the mic is going to drop or not. But yeah, I don't know. It's like if the main core to teach at schools back in the days, I don't know if it has changed, is that verb to be, pronouns, and
can
can.
you cannot. That was
Cannot. What is that? Oh, when you said like I can understand.
I said that before.
I use it, and you know what's worse? I've used it in front of colleagues, and I go like, Juan Alberto, you know it. I go like, they want me to do something. I don't think I can. I can do that. And they'll not correct me.
You were so really sad.
Here's wanted to cry.
But yeah, I remember they taught me the simple present, the auxiliaries do and does, can, will, and going to. I think that's the most I learned at school. What did you guys learn?
I learned the verb to be because it was so easy. Do and does because they always repeat the same year per year in college, in the high school, and in the high school right now, and the college too. I don't know why they repeat the same. Like we saw that like too many years ago. I don't know why, but yeah, and the past simple tense. They teach that, but it was horrible because they were saying, for example, she is fucked. I was like, ella está peleó.
I thought you had, I misinterpreted the whole
I understood something totally different, man.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Leading yourself.
Yeah.
I feel good right now.
Oh yeah. At college, they still dealing with the simple past and everything. Wait, did you take like a level test or something? Because you're studying industrial engineering.
I had the option, but I didn't take it because it doesn't count for your or qualified in the future. For example, where we got a grade and it's into 4.
Oh, for your GPA.
Yeah,
It doesn't count.
doesn't count. Like you need to pay like thousands, and this doesn't count for you. So I'm taking all the classes. I took it before for English. The first one was about verb to be. Second one was the verb to be and do and does. The third one was the verb to be, do and does, and some items that we use in the industrial engineer career. And the number 4 was all of that I said before, but they add the past simple tense. They was repeating everything.
Because since you're studying industrial engineering, I guess you're supposed to get like a technical
English.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they call it that, but they just use the same thing as I told you about the verb to be do and does, but with industrial engineering things.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna pay for that if I can, just take it. So
Because with those things we study in these modern languages, the greatest university in the Dominican Republic, and you don't know what it is, because you'll know it until you live it. It's a life experience.
a horrible one.
By the way, we're still waiting for you guys in Bonao to tell us what we're gonna do.
Please, for God's sake.
Please let us know. We are still waiting. So, do teachers speak English, or they know the language or not when it comes to private schools and so on? What do you think? What's your final word? Gary, ahí, joven.
Me again? Oh, even when it comes to private schools, right?
Public school. Yeah, they get at send the polls.
I think we must not generalize that fact, because I know of really good teachers at private schools, and I can mention that. Professor Roberto Vega, for example, that the man is outstanding. He's an outstanding professor. He literally changed his life. Rolling Rosario, he's a really good teacher. He came here. He's an awesome teacher as well. Can we have a blooper here? Because I need to ask for a name.
Don't get to that when you get
What is all this?
I was going to mention you, but I'm doing it. ¿En qué pedante?
Oh, drogas.
No, pero él es muy chulo. O sea, tú te enfrentas con gente que te dio clase.
I don't know his name.
For sure you know her. I'm sure you know her.
We're good. Ese mismo.
We're back. Okay. Robinson Ruiz. He works in a liceo. They're awesome teachers. And they all taught me. And, there is a problem with not all English teachers, but a lot of people. They don't understand that learning is a never-ending process. That is something I tell my students. You never stop learning. And I love speaking. I love speaking to people who I understand they know more than me, because that's an opportunity to learn for free. And once, as a teacher, once you understand that, you never stop practicing, you never stop looking for opportunities to learn, to improve. And that's what happens when they teach you the verb to be. Do they teach the good? Do and does.
Do, dos, tres, cuatro.
Yeah. Stop right there. And next year, the same thing. That just means the teacher didn't improve. Because a teacher who knows their business doesn't want to be teaching the same thing over and over and over and over again. So I think it's more like a personal thing. Also, I want to say something about the minister. May I? The way he speaks about his teachers tells more about him as a professional and a leader than about his teachers. I had to say, it's your turn.
You go full on.
You hope this.
Well, in my case, I cannot tell that I have a good teacher in English. Yeah, when I start, and then see 6th grade, the first command buhia. Words, right? sixth grade, the first teacher I got, she was like, for example, explaining the verb to be perfect, doing thus perfect, and she repeated the same to the next semester. We noticed that she was doing the same because when we saw her schedule, she didn't have anything more.
Yeah.
Like, it was just that to repeat it again and again and again. So, when I go to the high school, I was thinking, yeah, maybe I'm going to learn something else. Because when I was studying Rojas Institute, I was learning, so I suppose that I'm going to learn more. That was a lie.
You were told a lie.
My lie was a lie.
Your life, it's still, yeah, I know.
Still, yeah, sure. But yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe they don't think like they need to improve us to be better. Oh, in my case, I'm a teacher and I want my students improve themselves to be better than me. That's my goal, my own goal. But I don't know, maybe they just see the money and they say, well, I don't give up about them, so I'm just gonna gain the money and they can just fly away.
Is it? Yeah, sure.
Do you think English teachers are paid enough? Or what they?
Not,
Say it. Are they getting
not,
paid enough?
no, they're not. Like, they don't gain the money that they, they are,
They deserve.
they deserve. Because English, first of all, you need to learn it. You need to practice. And later, after all that, you need to improve it. So, guys, they need to learn a new language like they doesn't know. And when they know that, like, you're going to pay a little thing.
Keep going. I just found something. I remembered that I saw something on Twitter yesterday that it's a school in the capital. They're looking for a teacher. They want. Yeah, listen. Let me try. Let me see if I've got to find this. You guys gotta hold this because I am looking for it. Where is it? It's on my likes. Keep on going. I'll get it. I'm just trying to pull it out.
So the thing is, like, they don't pay, like, what we deserve being an English teacher. Because math, yeah, you learn math, but it's in your language. To learn, something different is kind of difficult.
That's something I once told the person. They were disrespecting what we do as English teachers. And this person actually told me that what I was studying at college shouldn't be considered like, a career. And I remember I told this person, first, it's not what you study, it's what you do, what you study. And second, I can do what you do in two languages.
Water. Yeah. But just don't drop it. Good thing that you're about to drop it now. Check it out. I will post it on the screen, but it says, Colegio requiere los siguientes perfiles. English teacher, 15,000 a month. Now, guess what? The schedule. 15,000 Dominican pesos a month from 7:30 in the morning till 3:30 p.m. An English teacher. Now, here comes the joke. They want a psychologist, and they paying 20Ks on the same schedule. A doorman, 16K. from 6:40 till 5. I mean, this guy is being killed. Yeah, and secretary, 18,000 from 8 to 4.
Like you went to college for nothing.
I hope it's a meme or something. I don't know. Something from Capinini or something, I hope it's a joke.
And half a night. Oh yeah, 15,000. Yeah, that's what.
Bro, you make 15K teaching, you grab 5, 10 people, 5, I don't know,
Wait,
and you just...
you must have experience.
Say it again. How many years?
Doesn't say.
I don't know, maybe 20 years experience. You never know. This is how it goes.
Maybe. Oh, Woo, that's like.
I overheard she says jiggity jiggity. But yeah, this is crazy. Now, I think that rather than looking for who to blame or who to stab and getting the faults where it comes for, or just naming problems, I think we need a solution. Rather than just going around and killing the teachers, bro. You don't do that.
You reminded me of something that just happened to me. This girl I happened to work with a couple of years ago, she texted me the other day. She says, Julie, at the school I work in, they need an English teacher.
Money.
It was a public one.
Better.
We are still waiting for you to... What? But yeah, she texts me and says, you might be interested. I know you were studying this at college. And I said, yeah, of course. Let me know all the details. And she says, oh yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow because they are in need of an English teacher. And I explained to her that they are still struggling with monograph day, please. And
We still are.
yeah. And she says, oh, okay, I'll let you know all the details tomorrow or later tonight. Okay.
When pigs fly, you'll hear about them.
Hey, there's a pig over there. Can you throw it? The thing is that she texts back and she says, you know what? They want somebody with a degree. It's like, they don't care if you know what you're doing. They don't care if you have, if you domain the skills. If you don't have a degree, you're nothing.
Here comes like a bold statement or question. Do you really need a degree to teach? Because I know people that they've been doing this thing for over the years. They have no degrees and the system still blocks them to enter the system. And I know people in public schools teaching that they know shit, but they have the degree. Bless you. But they do have the degree. And it's, I don't know.
I'm one of...
I know people, and I don't blame them. The thing is that, okay, they do have the degree, but they speak no English or just way too little, like A1, A2. It's their problem that they don't want to surpass this level, like you said a while ago. If you as a teacher, you know that you worked last year with the verb to be doing das, will, whatever you did, try to go higher next year, yourself and the students as well.
It is not bad to review the topic in case a student forgot about something, but you have to continue with the rest of...
I got a story time.
Was that again?
I got a story time. My life.
Story time. Well, I can do it on the platform. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it.
That was a
Yeah. Yeah.
we got like a showcase. Okay, so I got the first time being an English teacher in a school. I was excited because it was not only me. I met like 3 more English teacher.
The same day, you were like, "Ooh, hello, colleague. Hello, fella. What's up? What's your name? My name is Robin Span."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel was
Lo más fibroso, profesor de inglés. Story time. Go back.
okay. So it was for more, and I was like so excited because it was the first time. You had a lot of kids. Yeah, I was like, this is the first time. Don't ruin it. Do it good. And I was, chilling. I was chilling and, doing my work. My job was excellent. So what happened? When I was talking to the other English teacher, yes, I'm talking to all of you. What happened? I thought, well, I can talk to them in English so they can answer me. Yeah, that was in the right way.
Dream.
Yeah,
Dream.
I was like, oh, how are you? And they say, we're fine.
Estamos bien.
You? Yeah. No, they say in English, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, finally, so smart.
A cousin of yours that what?
She just knew how to say yes, and she pretended she knew how to speak English in front of her family. And my mother comes and say, "Julie, go stick to her." And we were speaking in front of everyone. I was speaking to her, and she was like, "Yes."
You were like, when we could hear her, like, yes.
Yeah. Okay. You carried on talking to them in English.
Yeah.
And what did you get as a feedback, as a reply? Did they
They
carry on?
reply with how are you?
Mm-hmm.
They reply so excellent with the accent, as an accent asqueroso, americano. So what happened? When I keep talking to them, they were asking me in Spanish. And I was like, come on, inglés, manito. So you know what happened? When I asked them about their English, they were telling me, oh, yeah, we got like 10 years here. We know this. And we know that. Yeah. I was in a class of them. They didn't say something. Everything in Spanish.
They conducted a class in Spanish.
Always in Spanish.
Yo, if I teach English, I expect zero españolo from me.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's your first day, I try to use little Spanish.
You know how they explain the topics with videos. They were just sitting there and they just put the video in the background, and they were like, pay attention to this so you can learn better. And they just go out and use cell phone. And I was like,
You have to equate the methodology to your student.
that's what I said before.
You cannot be
Teaching English as a second or foreign language, third edition. Keep on going. Let me see if I can find something like that. Of course not. You cannot touch this book.
I don't have the perfect.
Don't you have one?
be tough with you.
It's up with you. I know what I'm going to work.
I think it was with Sabino Morla that I was attending a class at WAS. Shout out to Sabino Morla, one of the top professors at WAS. And he encouraged me to get it. And somebody else. And
I'm gonna get it, but I'm an English teacher. We don't get paid enough.
I think we can get some copies of that.
I have the copies. That's a proof.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I know. The forgetters.
no. The thing again is the system set up for students to fail when it comes to English, because math. I mean, if we go to the PISA test, we failed at everything. Go on. Oh yeah, I think I don't know. Is it like if the system is set up for uh, teachers to just work the minimum on teaching English, right? But I don't know. What's the problem? I don't know what the problem is. Come on, speak it.
Dominican Republic talking about what something more about English. That's true.
It's a cultural problem. You know, I and I'm glad that it happens.
Why?
For real, I am glad that many people fail at English at their schools, at the universities, and everything.
Why?
I'm making a living out of it.
You know, Tessie, if you don't have a math,
Excuse me. Hold on. Say it again.
From home. Me too.
See, this is why we can't blame that it's all bad, because thanks to these inequalities, we can make.
You're generalizing. They're saying that all English teachers, and we're not like
you
that.
cannot generalize if you don't know.
Not like that.
You know how much English teacher I know that they didn't practice English in their life in an institute, and they know English as like
My first English teacher was like that.
oh, you see, that's an example. I got a cousin that she knows English better than me, and she never attend to an institute. Just songs and movies. Just
You learn a lot out of songs. I disapprove movies. Say it again.
Why?
No.
Why?
No, she says why? No, I movies to teach.
To teach?
she was watching movies in English.
Oh,
Titles and things.
You have to watch movies, listen to music, even play video games.
It was by herself.
If
It
you're
was by herself. And she
now-
learned a lot.
okay.
No, like using that for
I thought it was like a teaching methodology.
my students to do that, but I don't play movies.
I
For
would
example, in your case, when you were teaching me, we learned English, and after that, we know how to talk like kind of good. You know, you decide to put movies in English, well, because we know what were they saying, not because
But the intention is to encourage my students to do it in a daily basis in their life. I mean, this is the first time or second you continue doing it yourself, because English is I forgot the word.
Is it a lifestyle you wanted to say? I think to me, it's a lifestyle. I mean, this is not something that happens out of the blue by going to attend class 2 hours, 5 hours a week. It doesn't work like that.
It's a question.
I don't find the video
Do
that
really?
said.
Do really the English teacher that they say I know English? Do they feel guilty when they teach English and they know that they didn't do anything good and they just say, "Well, I did my job."
I never said that I know English. I try not to say it.
No, I mean,
I
English teachers.
try to prove it. I just prove it.
But they are saying like,
What? Que se me cayó aquí. El qué? What? What are you talking about? No, for real. I'm sorry. I don't say that I do, because it's like if I don't want to sound cocky, but it's that I've faced so many situations where I've said I know how to do this, and at the end of the day, I never know. So, in basically, I was a cool guy until I started studying at WAST. I forget my mind. These guys, I tried. Yeah, I know. I tried to help a lot of them, and we have to bring some of the students from WAST to talk about what is it that we go through at the School of Language. We got to sit down here and bring that topic. But going back to my story, bro, I was cool. Because I was attending classes with guys that they were like A1, B1, and I'm not sounding cocky or whatsoever. when you're a C1 and you with a B1 or A1, you just help them out, you know? You are not trying to just make it hard for them.
Talking to you, actually, because I always learn.
That's what they don't understand. Like some colleagues, I see him on the street. Hey, yo, what up, bro? How you doing? It's been a while, I don't see you. Estamos bien, tú sabes, aquí con calor.
Bro. That's the only way that you can answer, really.
You don't do that.
I had this amazing English teacher at West, professor at West, Daniel Murray.
I've heard about it. Never, didn't have a chance.
It's one of the best professors at West.
I've heard about her.
And once she gave us all an advice. She said, you want to improve your speaking? You want to improve your accent? The problem is that you stop speaking English once you go through the door.
Bam, 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 bam. Fact. That's a fact.
Stopped. I never stopped, she said, speaking English. I spoke English everywhere with everybody that I knew spoke English. And the woman, I wish you could hear her. It's like, wow.
I'm just trying to book in Spanish. I have only one. But it doesn't matter. But yeah, people who teach English, esa mismo, never heard the books. No, I'm not going to pull it out because I'm not going to read it anyways. It's in Spanish. But yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. But we need to pull out more English teachers so we can sit here, discuss topics, and the main reason that this channel is running, that we're sitting down here, it's to foster English speak. No more than that.
And have a chill.
Yeah, this is cool, man.
Yeah, like you can, take whatever you want.
I know.
You can say whatever you want without any, any preoccupations or something like that. You just be chill and be you.
A usted que no está viendo ahora, esto viene en serio, Omar. A usted que no está viendo este claro, esto es simplemente para promover el uso del idioma inglés. No es para que digamos, pero que me equivoqué, tenía que decir I don't can en vez de I can.
Dios.
Pero no, esa es mi palabra favorita en inglés, frase favorita. You see, I don't can speak English. Don't use it. It's copyrighted. Don't use I don't can. Don't. But yeah, esto es para promover que si usted está estudiando inglés en cualquier parte, con quien sea, desde Duolingo hasta Cambridge University en Inglaterra, de verdad, no de la... Usa el idioma inglés en todo momento. Esto no es un asunto de, ok, teacher, cerramos el libro. Adiós.
Bye bye.
No. My phone, it's in English. Books I read are in English. I would talk to my wife from time to time in English. Even though she says that she doesn't speak any, but she does. My TV, Seinfeld, I watch movies, tutorials, I watch them in English. And music, my Spotify, everything, it's in English. It has its advantages. Disadvantages, I don't know.
Oh, then there's something truly important that we haven't stated. Never compare yourself to others. Never do that. There will be always a person who knows more than you, and there will be always a person who knows, less than you, a little less than you. Never compare yourself to other people.
The good thing is if you have some, friends that they know English, try to talk to them in English. Don't close yourself because you think, oh, maybe I say something wrong. English is about failures. No more, no less. If you fail, you learn. If you don't fail, you don't know if you're doing good or doing bad.
Can you say that again?
There isn't failing. Good point. There isn't failing. If you fail, you didn't fail. Because
you just learn. Yeah, if you learn about your failures.
Wow. Wow.
I will never say something like that before.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's all I know in English. But yeah, with the failure thing that you mentioned, it's important because you see One Vision. There's an organization that we work for with, and Americans come and we interpret in English and Spanish, such and such and such.
Oh, English to Dominican.
I
It's so different.
this is one of the best.
Oh, you say you do.
You see, the best school, it's having someone to talk to. You can learn grammar at the classroom, in the classroom, this and that, but the best scenario, it's talking. Because when you say something that I didn't know how to pronounce it, or the way you structure a sentence, I grasp it and I use it everywhere I go. When I go to a workshop and I learn a new word, I use it everywhere I go. I bring it to the classroom and I get it with me and I tattoo it in my mind and I use it.
You know, once a student of mine asked me, well, she approached me and she was like, teacher, you know, I can write English. And I went, yeah, I can understand English. Yeah, but I cannot speak English. And I was like, are you actually speaking? And she said, no, then start speaking. And she was like, for real? And I said, yeah, that's all you have to do. Like, don't be afraid and start talking to people.
These los teachers then.
Los teachers like
The point with the speaking is that's it. I mean, once you start, it's a non-stop journey.
Yeah. And don't be afraid of bullying. I can say I was bullied back in the old days. I'm not a by people that I actually admired a lot, and I was afraid of speaking, even though I knew I'm all the grammar, vocabulary, I could understand everything. I never said anything because I was afraid. I was like, oh, they're gonna make fun of me. Now I'm just like, ¿me sepan?
I will ban it.
Okay, fuck off. I'm gonna speak. I don't care if I make mistakes. I'll speak because that's what I want to do. And once I understood that if I wanted to actually speak English, I had to overcome those, let's say, trials, that burden I had, that I had to you know.
Overcome, jump, defend.
Yeah, that I had to jump this.
Thank you. And
Oh yeah.
no, that's actually lizard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a bird.
No, it's a lizard.
Oh, it's a blizzard.
Yeah, I forget.
A blizzard.
But speak English. That's the point. Speak.
Well, you know something. Be afraid of your pronunciation because that's the hardest thing for most of the people. Most of them, they say, I'm afraid of my pronunciation because it will be good or it will be bad. But be afraid is normal, but you don't need to be afraid because if you feel afraid of your pronunciation, what pronunciation you will get?
Omar, philosophy 101.
I
101. Guys, this is Los Omar is on fire, people.
you know.
Guys, remember, this is Los Teachers. This is for fun. This is for entertainment. This is to teach. Actually, one of the best way to teach is just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And that's it. I'm going to watch the video. And next time I will go like, okay, I shouldn't have said it like this. I will say it like that. It's fine. This is Los Teachers. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. And I'm going to see you next time.